Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today we are at the community garden plot. So I've been kind of neglectful of it. I haven't been here, well I came yesterday and I noticed that there was just a carpet of weeds. The bindweed is absolutely ridiculous. I'll show you what the bindweed looks like. It's in the morning glory family. It grows like crazy. It's a vine, it twines around everything. It's got this crazy root system under the ground that's just, every time you pull it out, it breaks off, so you're never actually getting the root of the problem. It's just this pathetic mess. So anyway, it'll be a long time before we get that under control because I'm not actually removing the problem. I've been here with my trusty cultivator. I chose not to use a hoe at this time. I'm using like a garden fork, a little garden rake, and I'm able to cultivate the soil and grab the stuff as much by the roots as I can. This is what I get when I pull out the bindweed. As you can see, there's no roots ever. So I've been weeding. I've already got a nice sized bucket of weeds here. So I'll give you a tour of what's growing right now. Things are growing better than I expected, especially with a little bit of neglect. I need to really get here and water more regularly. After all, I just work around the corner. There's no reason. So I'm trying to be a better me and come once, at least every 2 days, and give things a drink and weed the garden and look after things. After all, I do have some tropical plants here, and you know me and tropical plants. I should be here every day. So I've got a baby Thailand giant right here by my foot. I've got plumerias off to the side. And then I've got the rest of my stuff over here. So without further ado, let's grab the camera and bring you in a little closer to see what's growing. Okay, so right over here we've got the raspberries. The raspberries are doing fantastic. Got all kinds of flowers on here. Let's get in a little closer. There's all kinds of blooms. So hopefully that translates into lots of raspberries. Oh, I already see one developing there. So I was thinking about actually removing these raspberries because they take up a large chunk of this small garden space, but we'll see how it goes. I've got my tomatoes here. As you can see, I've got 3 different colors of tomato cages. Thought I'd keep it fun with a green, red, and a blue. The tomatoes, there's actually 4 tomatoes and I have 3 cages. How inappropriate is that? I've got tomato flowers. If you guys have any suggestions on how to best grow tomatoes, please let me know, and I'll do my best. What suckers do I need to remove? I am not a tomato eater. Well, not raw tomatoes anyway. I enjoy some tomato sauce and stuff, but I'm not going to be out here eating them like apples. But as you can see, I've got all kinds of flowers. No fruit just yet. I've got a bug crawling on my neck. The marigolds seem to be doing well at preventing the rabbits from eating things. The only place I don't have marigolds is actually getting ravaged by rabbits, and that's in the beans. We'll get to that in a second. Sorry, my allergies are starting to pick up if you hear me snuffling. So this is a baby Thailand giant. Doesn't look so big, but hopefully by the end of the season it will be huge. Judy, yours is much bigger than mine at the moment, so yeah, this one will get big, just like yours. So here is my line of plumeria seedlings. Some of them aren't doing very well, some of them are doing better than others. It appears that something came by and broke the top off of this one. Oh well, I've got lots, so I'm not really worried. These goji berries are not looking very good. Maybe I need to water them more. I should plant them directly in the ground, actually. Here's some bindweed growing. This horrible, horrible, horrible weed. Again, no roots. Put it in a bucket. Got a bucket, mostly of bindweed. So here is the English cucumber. Let's look in here, see if there's any female flowers. Oh, surprise, surprise, there's some more bindweed. Anyway, no flowers just yet on this plant. but give it some time. It's growing much better than I thought it would. At this time, it's growing really, really quickly. Let's move over to the pumpkin. Pumpkin has some beautiful flowers. I know that I can eat pumpkin flowers, but I'm not really that adventurous. So, yeah. I do notice that there's some female flowers on here. This one looks like it's aborted its baby, which is sad. But I do see some on this side where they're still green, like this one right here. Still green, so that's fantastic. And the one pumpkin plant that was yellow, this is the one here, and it's now green. So everything is looking really, really good. And look at the length of this vine. I don't know whether you can see it. It's pretty long already. So we've got snap peas growing up along the trellis that I made here of bamboo. There's some at every spike. I've got all kinds of asparagus growing. This was in the garden previously, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't really eat asparagus, but it seems like a shame to rip it out. We'll see how it goes. Time will tell. Oh, so much weeding to do, as you can see. More asparagus right here. And then behind here I planted some rhubarb, so hopefully that grows well. I've been really wanting to grow a rhubarb plant for a long time. I know some of you are probably wanting to throw away the rhubarb plant, and here I am trying to grow it. We've got this row of carrots that's doing quite nicely. I don't see any yellowing yet of the root, but that will come in time. They're still just babies. And the marigolds are doing a nice job at keeping the rabbits away from this. I've got, let me walk out of the row here. I've got a row of beets. Again, the marigolds are keeping the rabbits away just fine. These beets are doing really, really well. They don't have bulbous base yet, but they're still very young. So, but they're doing really, really well. I need to get in here and weed everything out. I need to deadhead the marigolds so that they bush out and be beautiful. And last but not least, we've got the beans going on here. Whoa, the memory card just ran out of space. I don't understand why. The card has 16 gigabytes on it, and there was only a little bit of stuff. Anyway, whatever. Take two. This is the beans. The beans are growing okay. They've been pruned by the rabbits. As you can see here, they're not doing so well. The rabbits seem to eat all the leaves off, but they try to grow, so fingers crossed that things will grow just fine. So I don't see any flowers. I just see all kinds of leaves so far, which is okay. Still a lot of season left. So here is the yellow bean section, and then here we've got the green beans. Not looking so good. I think next year we'll have to put a fence all the way around. Everybody here has cages, so we'll give that a try. Anyway, off to weeding. As you can see, I've got all kinds of weeds in here. It just rained last night, or yesterday, so the ground is fantastic to pull weeds. So I'll take advantage of this. And yeah, stay tuned for more updates as the garden grows. First off, I wanted to share with you my Zygopetalum. It is looking so beautiful. It's got 2 spikes from one growth.